Hi, welcome to Magic the Chattering. I'm Nick.
And I'm Melvin.
Today we're going to talk about the top 5 green cards from MtG Origins.
Right. So at number 5 we have
Enemy's Awakening.
Correct. Enemy's Awakening.
Yeah. It's I mean, if you think about it, Standard's going to go into Battle for Zendikar. And what's in Zendikar? Big, huge Eldrazi's.
And lands.
And lands, and awesome lands. So Enemy's Awakening works directly into that world that we're going to go to.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, the reason we are picking it at number 5 is that I think we can foresee a ramp strategy coming out from Battle for Zendikar.
Yeah, mono green Eldrazi was huge the last time around.
Yeah, mono green Eldrazi was a huge thing. It's still a huge thing in Tron in Modern. So this is a card that really works into the strategy. Granted, it's no Genesis wave, but then again, it does cost less.
Of course.
If you want a quick ramp, you can cast it out early. If you want solid, ramping into huge spells, you can cast it out mid-game. Again, it looks like this is where they are going with Battle for Zendikar, so that's why we think this might actually just be a solid card.
Yeah, if you think about it, in the same color right now, in green, we have Cultivate Kodama Street variant. We have Explosive Vegetation.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be very hard to get to Spell Mastery.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah. If it's all in the same deck and the payoff is a huge Ugin or an Eldrazi, you can pull that off by turn 4, turn 6.
Again, we really have to see what Battle for Zendikar has to bring, and that's why it's our number 5 pick.
At number 4, we have Mana Gorger Hydra.
Mana Gorger Hydra harkens back to stuff like Kyrion Druid, like
Forgotten Ancient,
Mauler, Forgotten Ancient.
It's less of a standard powerhouse. It's more of something that would be strong in Legacy, Modern, and maybe Commander.
Again, we can see it in Standard. But I think the deck has to be built around it. You have a mono green deck, or you have any deck that splashes green that can cast spell after spell after spell.
Oh my! It's got
right after.
In Modern and Legacy, it's obscene. You can just go Phyrexian spells. You can use the free spells like Daze and Gush and Thwart, and Fossil Wheel and Pact of Negation. So, yeah, we foresee this might be a Legacy powerhouse.
You can see we can see it as a Legacy powerhouse. In Legacy, whether it'll be better than Tarmogoyf remains to be seen.
Trample helps.
Trample really helps.
Yeah,
Trample really helps it. And that's why I said our number
4.
4.
At third place?
At third place is Woodland Bellower.
Alvin's favorite card.
Oh yeah. I see this card as part of a toolbox. Again, fits into a ramp strategy. If you want to play it in Standard, the applications are endless. You can search for Death Mist Raptor. You can search for Corsair of Krufix. You can search for Reclamation Sage.
Yep.
Right now. There are lots of things you can do with Woodland Bellower, and it comes with a 6/5 body on top of whatever else it's going to be searching for. It's a very, very strong card, I believe, and I believe it'll be even more applicable or even more relevant, once Theros block rotates out and
we get more 3 drops.
Zendikar will come in. If we get more 3 drops, I think it's a shoe-in.
Now, the way I see it, it's like a tooth and nail. In a sense, it's like a tooth and bear,
Bear.
Well,
it's a sloth. It's a sloth with antlers.
A tooth and raptor then. Because most likely it's just gonna tutor a raptor out for the next 1.5 months.
Again, it's like Raptor number 5 to 8.
Oh yeah. I wish it had evasion though. Maybe trample, maybe reach, or can only be blocked by one creature.
They learned from Primeval Titan.
Yeah, I miss Primeval Titan.
Oh, at number 2 we have
Nissa Vastwood Seer.
Or also known as Nissa.
Sage Animist.
Sage Animist.
I think on the Planeswalker scale, it's just under Gideon and Liliana. It's better than Chandra, that's for sure, and it's better than Jace. So it'll be heavily played in a mid-range deck,
I think it can actually go above Liliana. I think it has potential to be one of the breakout cards of the set. It's easily up there.
Yeah, as we discussed earlier, there's so many mana ramping cards right now in standard.
Yeah.
You know, so 7 mana is nothing. You
can get 7 mana by turn, by turn 4, by turn 5 is
turn
very
4
possible.
is possible, man, in standard right now.
And to have her flip immediately and immediately use her +1 or her -2 ability. She's amazing. She's amazing early game. She's amazing mid game. She's amazing late game.
Yep. Nissa is something that I can imagine people playing 4-off.
She's an easy 4-off.
If you look historically, people have been playing with like Wood Elves, Civic Wayfinders, and
Hey, granted, she's not like a Civic Wayfinder because she has to search for basic forests again.
But it's like a legendary Wood Elf in a sense. In a sense,
but to me, she will break the format. I believe she will. People will be able to build decks around her, and she would be that powerful. She would work in a mana ramp deck easily. She can work in mid range easily. She's an easy 4-off, and that's why she's at our number 2.
At first place is Evolutionary Leap. Historically, when you look at green cards, they're supposed to be easy to understand. They either beat down really good, or they look for mana really good, or they gain you life.
Yeah.
Whenever you have a weird green card that is hard for you to like wrap your head around, stuff like Birding Pod, Survival of the Fittest, Collected Company, it manages to just come out of nowhere and just surprise the whole meta. So
you're looking at a Birthing Pod variant. You're looking at a Survival of the Fittest variant. These cards, when they first came out, no one really saw
Nobody understood it.
Because they couldn't really understand it. But imagine using Evolutionary Leap in response to a removal spell.
Oh yeah.
You're just cycling for another card. Like chances are, if you're doing tokens and you sack the token, you're just getting a free creature as well. It's an amazing card. I can see it, kind of doing what Collected Company did.
Yep.
In that it defined the standard, it defined a meta, and we believe it's that amazing. We believe that it can be abused.
It has potential.
It has potential. It has really, really big potential, especially in standard. And that's why it's our number 1 pick.
So that's been the top 5 green cards from MtG Origins.
Right. Next up, we'll be going to top 5 artifacts or lands. And this is Magic the Chattering. I'm Alvin.
And I'm Nick.
If you like us, please subscribe. If you do not like us, tell us why. And I should have said that before.
Like, unlike, subscribe, comment. Yeah, if you have any comments, do comment.
Yeah, if you have any comments, please tell us. And this is Alvin.
And
this is Nick
again. Thank you for watching, guys.